Hello and welcome back to another episode of Geoguessr. Today, I'm going to be trying another no moving, scrolling, or zooming episode. Going after that 2100 point score that Mr. Wizard got. 21,000 point score, sorry. That's going to be pretty tough to beat. I mean, my last non-special try, I only got 17,000, so it's going to be pretty tough to beat. I mean, it's going to require some luck. I'm going to just take my hand off of the mouse. I'm going to move it off the screen because last time I had some pretty serious uh, violations of the rules. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing a sign on the right side that says Santa Cruz this way. Santa Cruz is a pretty common city name. However, um, I think there are some other clues that can lead us to narrow down the country. Construction style could be anywhere in South America, really, but it does sort of seem Mexican to me. The trees, very tropical. You can see a palm tree over there, um, over in this area right here. Uh, so I see this over here says UELA. I don't think it says Venezuela because it's the way the text is formatted. I don't think there's enough room. It probably ends like right over here. So this doesn't say Venezuela. That would have been a great clue, but I don't think that's what that is. Uh, I'm sort of leaning Mexico. I believe there's a Santa Cruz in Mexico. I know there's a Santa Cruz in Venezuela, but I don't think that area looks like this. What direction am I facing? I'm facing north. Um, there's no real. It doesn't really help me at all. So okay, so we have the sign over here. Santa Cruz, sell is this something? I'm gonna actually write these names down because I'm not gonna be able to see them uh, on the map as I do. Um, Sorry about the noise. Might be a little thing there. I have my microphone affixed to a drawer in my desk. I thought I had the pencil in that drawer, so I went for that. Okay. So we have CEL dot EZEO. I think that's a UEL. UEL. We have Santa Cruz. And then we have CURR. I'm not going to try and pronounce this because I just don't know. CURRAISAIS. It's kind of hard to see, so I don't even know if this is Novos. 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 Is that a clue, actually? Is this Portuguese? Novos. The only reason I think that's a clue is because I think that must mean new, but then new would be nuevo, wouldn't it? That might not be a clue. I might be overthinking that. I do that a lot. Okay, I was about to scroll in. I just I need to be careful here. All right. My thoughts here are that we might be in Mexico. It's time to scan for some cities. I don't know. I mean, there must be a Santa Cruz in Mexico, but I don't know where it would be. I only know the major cities. I mean, as usual, I only know the major cities in any country. I mean, even in the United States, if we're talking individual states, I only know the major cities in those states as well, with maybe a couple of exceptions. Yeah. So the fact that we're seeing palm trees and things makes me think southern. What am I looking at? Carreras Novos Cel Ezequiel. Definitely not how it's pronounced. Salina Cruz. No, we're not looking for Salina Cruz. We're looking for Santa Cruz. Santa Maria, La Cruz, Coppola, Puerto. I'm not gonna try and scan for too long. I think what I'll do is I'll look in Argentina because I know there's a Santa Cruz in Argentina. Or am I thinking of Santa Fe? I might be thinking of Santa Fe. It's a possibility. Santa Rosa. There's a lot of Santas. Santa Claus. Santa. Okay, that was a bad joke. Sorry. I'll stop trying to be funny. I'm not very good at it. San Francisco. Yeah, I've been tripped up by some of these names before. Santa Cruz is what I'm looking for. I mean, obviously, there's a Santa Cruz in America. But I'm not thinking that we're in America. Santa something. There's a lot of Santas. Well, that makes me think that we might actually be in Argentina. I need to look for some of these other names as well. Curious Novos and Cel Ezequiel. Or Ezeoel? I don't know. I would assume that's a Q. Ezequiel, it might be Ezekiel, actually. Might be the Spanish version of Ezekiel. I don't think this is going to get me anywhere. I think that I just have to make a judgment call. I'm not seeing a Santa Cruz anywhere. It's probably just my bad for not knowing the major cities of the country that's right to the south. But there's only so much room in the old brain for city names, so I can only remember the big ones. I think. Oh, did I see? No, Salina Cruz again. Damn it. I think that if we are in Mexico, we're probably in this sort of region. So I'm going to put us right here. Let's take one quick look at the map again, or the frame that we have here, and then I'm going to make my guess. No flags or anything like that, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to make our guess. Here we go. Terrible. Awful. It was Portuguese. It was in Brazil. There's Santa Cruz. There's I don't see any of the other ones, but they were over there. Curious Novo, there's that one. Okay. Well, it's not a great start. We are actually out of the running already. But let's take a look anyway. I'm trying to make these quick-ish, especially now that I'm out of the running. That last one, combing the map is always like boring as hell, so I don't know. Looks pretty wet. Looks like the camera's wet. There's a dude on a bicycle. The road doesn't have any markings on it. The trees are not Scandinavian, so that rules that out. It could be Russia. Could be America, but I don't think it's likely that this is America. Yeah, I'm thinking this is sort of Russia area. Maybe even like Belarus, Ukraine. It's not like all the way up near St. Petersburg, because that would have more of the tall, skinny trees. Could be like Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, but again, they also have a lot of tall, skinny trees. If you go further inland in Russia, then you get into areas that don't have those trees. They just have more of the deciduous. Is that the word for that? Deciduous trees? I don't know. I need to brush up on my botany. So I feel like this could be a little further inland, sort of middle Russia. It's not this far south because that's a little more plains-y. I'm thinking right in there. Let's see what we got. That was not even close. This is in Poland. Well, you know, Eastern Europe, I got that right at least. It was not in America. Kind of knew that. It wasn't in Scandinavia, so I knew that. Um, I picked Russia because a lot of guesses are in Russia. You don't get a lot of guesses in Poland, so I did what I could with that one. 1,600 for no moving, scrolling, or resuming. That's still not bad. You know, you can't complain about that. All right, we got a very flat one here. Very flat with yellow grass, tall yellow grass, and this pond looks pretty sketchy. uh, all of which tells me that we're in a dry plains sort of region, which makes me think Argentina right off the bat. Ah, don't do that. I only zoomed out a little. Didn't show me anything. I said I was going to keep my hand off the mouse. What am I doing? Um, so yeah, this makes me think Argentina, first of all. I would almost say that it could be America. Could be like Utah near the salt flats. Except that most of that is actually dirt and not grass. Uh, yeah, the grass. It's not like a desert, right? It's grass. I would say maybe like Mongolia, the Asian steppes, that sort of area, but we don't get that very often in Geoguessr. I think the highest probability play is probably Argentina, and that's, you know, it could be other places, but Argentina, you get a lot of that in Geoguessr, and you get a lot of just nothing. Okay, well, Asian steppes it was. It was actually in Russia, which I didn't even think that that was like. I don't think they had stuff like that necessarily in Russia, but I mean it's very close to Kazakhstan, so makes sense. No points. That's the problem. You know, I narrowed it down between two places. I took the higher probability guess, but I still got no points for it. So that's where that's where the luck element comes in, especially with no moving, scrolling, or zooming. All right, we're in Scandinavia. Clearly, um, where in Scandinavia? Well, we got tall trees. We've got dotted lines on the roads. I think I think the road markings means it's not Finland. I could be wrong about that. I don't think Finland has those specific markings. Um, the grass. I mean, it looks Scandinavian. Looks a little permafrosty, maybe. Um, but okay, is it northern or is it southern? Well, we've got the sun setting over there, um, which could mean that it's just sunset, or it could mean that this is winter time in a northern latitude. Um, I don't know. My gut tells me that this is Sweden, that it is fairly northern, and on these types of games, you really just have to go with your gut. Okay, it was Sweden. It was not northern. 3,378. That's not terrible. Not terrible. All right, round five. All right, we got a lot to go on here. A lot to go on. I can't read that sign. What does it say? Uh, Metis? Mertis? Mertis? Metis? Mediterranean, clearly. Um, the style of the houses, I would say, is maybe Spanish. Um, trees could be anything Mediterranean. It doesn't really, it's not specific. Looking at the cars, I'm not seeing anything that I can make sense of necessarily. I am seeing. I mean, the house is painted blue and yellow, which is an interesting color choice, but I don't think it means much. My gut's saying Italy. even though it could be Spain, I don't think it's Greece. I mean, I guess the lettering on the sign definitely means it's not Greece. Otherwise, it could be. Let me just take another look here. I really can't make out that sign. I mean, there's an F, and then there's an S, and then there's an M. The S word could be sin. Something, sin, something. And if I were a little bit more linguistically aware, I might be able to tell you based on that where we are. My gut says Italy. My gut says it could even be like southern Italy. Why does it say that? I don't know. I don't know much about southern Italy. I don't know why I would think that. It's definitely not a safe guess. What if I guess sort of just close to Pompeii? Let's see how that goes. Wow. Wow. Wasn't even in Europe. I was not thinking Mexico on that one. It's not even along the coast. Why did it look so Mediterranean if it wasn't? Wow. I guess there are parts of Mexico that are very, like, you know, Spanish, colonial. Dang. Well, not my best work. I think most of my points on that one came from the Sweden round. You know, this is how it goes. This is the Geoguessr grind. Yeah, that's it for that attempt. We'll see if I get better at this category in the future. I have been practicing a little bit off camera, but not too much. Yeah, that's it. See you later.